Hi, everyone. Welcome to week 5 of Redefining Self-Love. And tonight's session, we are going to really dig into redefine your truth and expression, first to yourself and then to others. And so I'll talk a little bit about that just to kind of tee up the session for tonight. For those of you that are following the chakra development, we are working with the throat chakra. So that truth, that expression, removing those blocks that can sometimes come up when we're trying to speak our truth to ourselves even first. Since we're redefining self-love, I really want to focus on speaking our truth to ourselves. And the way we talk to ourselves, our self-expression, is it kind? Is it loving? Is it helpful? Is it honest? Is it true? Are we in denial about some things, or are we over embellishing things? So it can be on either side of that spectrum in terms of how we talk to ourselves, or even lie to ourselves, or even the way we express love towards ourselves, right? So there's that quality. So we're going to be digging in around that as well in tonight's session. So, really being open and aligned to speak and listen and express yourself from that higher self mind, from your higher form of communication to yourself, and then second to others. And sometimes authentic expression is not something that comes easily. And there's that delicate dance between saying what you mean and also staying tactful and diplomatic when we're talking to somebody else. Often it's easier to say what another person may want to hear instead of us speaking our truths, or maybe it's easier for us to speak to ourselves and say what we want to hear versus what's actually true. Some things that can come up either when we're speaking to ourselves or another person is fear of not being accepted, or judgment from our verbal truth and expression. And so far, working on the last 4 sessions really has helped us prepare for this level of communication with ourselves and others. We've worked a lot around overcoming fear, tapping into our personal power, having confidence to express ourselves, knowing what's in our heart so that we can be aligned when it comes to verbalizing our needs, our desires, our opinions, and we're really better able to determine what is true for ourselves and how we want to show up and be truthful with others. So if you're used to accommodating rather than saying what you want or need, or you may have to practice, saying that out loud to yourself. What are the things that you need? Are you accommodating to yourself, or are you speaking your true needs to yourself? So yeah, that's what we're going to work on today. And speaking, our highest truth to ourselves doesn't mean that we're allowed to be hurtful or critical to ourselves or others. And our truth really comes from the essence of our heart and our power and what is actually most true for ourselves in any given moment. So just to tee up the session for tonight, I want you to think of a time when maybe you weren't being truthful with yourself. Maybe you were telling yourself something that wasn't actually true, or a time where you felt maybe you couldn't speak your truth to another person. Maybe you felt like you needed to say what they wanted to hear versus what was actually in your heart, and just had a hard time navigating that. Or maybe you couldn't speak your truth to your own self because it was just too hard to hear or too hard to accept. Or maybe a time when you spoke to yourself in a really hurtful or critical way. So that's kind of the material that we're going to work on today, really speaking our truth, our expression, how we speak truth and expression to ourselves, and then how we speak that truth and expression to others in the world to meet our needs, to keep strong boundaries, and to really create that that self-love connection with self, and then being able to bring that out to our relationships as well. So with that, I will have everyone just focus your eyes on a spot in the ceiling. And take a nice deep breath in all the way up and hold it. And as you let it out, feeling that wave of relaxation from your head to your toes. And taking another deep breath in all the way up, continuing to stare at that spot in the ceiling. And as you let it out, releasing, relaxing, and letting go. And taking one more deep breath in all the way up. And as you let it out, just draining all the stress from the day right out through the bottoms of your feet. Your eyelids will start blinking now. And just close your eyes down. And allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into relaxation. And begin now to sense, feel, picture, imagine yourself on that gently sloping hillside, somewhere out in nature, with 10 levels going down. And each level you go down, you become more and more relaxed. And when you get down to level number 1, you'll be down to the very bottom of relaxation. And you're on level number 10 now. Moving down to level number 9. More and more relaxed. Letting go of all your thoughts and cares. And moving down now to level number 8, deeper and deeper. More and more relaxed. Moving down now to level 7. Relaxing your mind as well as your body. More and more relaxed. Moving down to level number 6. Calm and relaxed. And whenever conscious thoughts come into your mind, just go back to the words calm and relaxed to quiet those thoughts. Moving down now to level 6, deeper and deeper. More and more relaxed. Moving down to level number 5. And you're halfway down now. Feel your body becoming loose and limp and relaxed. Just melting into your seat. Letting your muscles let go like noodles, loose and limp and relaxed. Moving down now to level number 5, 4 now. Calm and relaxed, calm and relaxed. Moving even deeper now, down to level 3. And when you get down to level number 1, you'll be down to the very bottom of relaxation. Moving on down to level 2, releasing, relaxing, and letting go. And moving down now to level number 1. down to the very bottom of relaxation. And letting yourself go now to one of your very favorite, most relaxing places. This could be a place out in nature, could be a place in your own home, even your backyard. And when this place comes to you, just allow yourself to be there using all your senses to be there now. And beginning now to look around at all your favorite scenery surrounding you there. Noticing the colors, the textures, the shapes and sizes of things, using all your senses to be there. Now, begin listening to all your favorite sounds there, and allow those sounds now to take you deeper and deeper into relaxation. Smelling all your favorite aromas there. And now just feel all the familiar feelings in your favorite place, the peace, the quiet, the relaxation. And creating your anchor now by touching the tips of your thumb and first finger together. Good. Knowing that whenever you want to relax, whenever you want to take a break from the world, all you need to do is touch the tips of your thumb and first finger, and you'll be right back here. Now, taking a nice deep breath in, and as you let it out, releasing your anchor, relaxing your hands, and getting in touch now with that adult part of you, that wise part of you, the part of you that always knows what's in your best interest, that part of you that keeps you moving forward on your life path and makes healthy choices for you. And I want you now to get in touch with the age of this adult. Maybe they're the age you are now, or maybe a different age comes to you. Get in touch with the age of this wise adult. And go to a time now when this adult part of you acted wisely in your behalf, made a really good choice for you. It could be any time in your life. It doesn't have to be recent. It could be in the past. It could have been this morning. And congratulate yourself now by placing one hand inside the other as you really bring up this situation where the adult did act in your behalf. And when it's clear to you, I really want you to notice the situation and the feeling you had. Now letting a word or a phrase come to you that really symbolizes this feeling of the strong adult. And when that word or phrase comes to you, I want you to speak that out loud 3 times. And now let a color come to you to further enhance that experience. And when that color comes to you, I want you to speak that out loud as well. Sense and feel now this adult part of you becoming stronger each and every single day. And as this part gets stronger, you find a deep sense of internal security like never before. And this is a new and very positive feeling to know that there's a strong, healthy adult within you that is always there to take charge of things. And you can use the image of being on a train or a bus, and you know that there's an expert in the driver's seat. Visualize, feel, sense, or imagine now how good that is to just know you can sit back and relax and feel secure. And that perhaps for the first time, you now experience a fully present adult who is driving the vehicle and who is there to protect you and keep you safe. Anytime that you feel scared, all you need to do is place one hand inside the other to congratulate yourself. And the strong, wise adult will immediately reappear, and your word or phrase and your color will come to you. And this is your anchor, which will always bring you back to your strong, wise adult. Now, taking a nice deep breath in. And as you let it out, releasing your anchor, relaxing your hands. And I want you now to go back to the most recent time you struggled with expressing truth to yourself, maybe even another person, maybe a time where you even lied to yourself, or a time where you felt you couldn't be truthful with yourself, or perhaps another person, or maybe a time when you embellished what you said to yourself or to another person. Just go to a time, the most recent time, when you had that experience of not being able to be truthful with your expression, either to yourself or another person. And when that's clear to you, I want you now to drop down underneath that experience to the core emotional feelings. What was the feeling underneath that experience? Did you feel sad, scared, hurt, angry, lonely, shame, or grief? Just dropping down now underneath that experience to the core emotional feeling. And when that's clear to you, I want you to notice now, where do you feel that in your body? And if that's hard to locate, just drop out of your mind into your body by taking a nice deep breath in. Where do you feel that feeling in your body? And how strong is that feeling right now from 0 to 10? 0 means no feelings, and 10 means the strongest. What number would you put on that feeling right now? And for those of you where that feeling is a 5 or below, I'm going to increase it now so we can work with it a bit more. And I'm going to count from 1 up to 5. And as I count, let that feeling come up even stronger, more intense. 1, that feeling is getting stronger and stronger now. 2, you can feel it increasing with every breath. 3, that feeling is getting so much more intense now. 4, that feeling is getting very, very strong. And 5, that feeling is very intense. And I want you to notice now what number that feeling is on now from 0 to 10. And now let that feeling have a voice. If it could express, what does that feeling want to say? Using I statements, if that feeling could speak, if that feeling could speak its truth, what would it say? And if you have a pillow, I want you to put this right into the pillow because this is going to help move the energy out of your body. What does that feeling want to say? Really let it rip, really go for it. The strongest expression of that truth, of that feeling, let that just come out now. Let that feeling express until it feels complete. What else does that feeling want to say? Keep expressing until there's just literally nothing left for that feeling to say. Okay. When that's complete, I want you now to tap on your forehead between your eyebrows, continuously tapping as I count down from 10 to 1. And as I count down now, I want you to let yourself go back to the source of this feeling in your life. 10, going back to one of the very first times you had that same or similar feeling. 9, moving all the way back now to one of the very first times you had that same or similar feeling. Don't try to think. Just feel and experience what comes to you. It's automatic. 8, moving on back now to the source of that feeling in your life. 7, getting younger and younger. 6, all the way back to the source of that feeling. 5, moving back to the first time you had that same or similar feeling. 4, see yourself getting younger and younger. 3, littler and littler. 2, moving back, all the way back now. And 1, and let yourself be there. When something comes to you, a time, a place, a person, a feeling, I want you to now to notice how old you are there. Is it daytime or nighttime? Are you inside or outside? Who's with you? And what's happening? And how are you feeling about what's happening? And I want you now to let that younger version of you have a voice. What does that little one need to say? What is his or her truth? Who does he or she need to say that to? I want you to speak that now as strongly as you can. Let that little version of you speak their full, authentic truth. And what else do they want to say? Is there anyone else or anything else this little one needs to say? When that's complete, what was the old conclusion you drew about yourself from the situation? There was some subconscious conclusion you made about yourself. I am blank. What was that old conclusion that you drew about yourself from this situation? And don't try to think, just feel and experience what comes to you. It's automatic. There could be more than one. And what was the old subconscious behavior based off of that conclusion? What did that little one do? How did he or she behave based off of that old negative conclusion? What action did they take? What behavior did they exhibit or do or engage in? And that's clear to you. What I want you to do now is I want you to call in your wise adult to pick up that younger version of you out of that scene and bring you to your favorite, most relaxing place. Calling in that wise adult now to pick up that inner child version of you, bringing you to your favorite, most relaxing place. And when you're there, I want you now, wrap your arms around yourself like you're giving that little version of you, that inner child, a big hug. And I really want you now to become the loving, nurturing parent, the one who always sees the positive, offers unconditional love, really allowing yourself now to open up your heart to that younger version of you. Really create and feel that connection now between you and your inner child. And I want you to tell that little boy or that little girl all the things that he or she needs to hear to feel safe and loved, healed, protected. What does that younger version of you need to hear? And you can say this out loud, you can say this to yourself, but really begin to tell that little child all the things that he or she needs to hear to feel safe and loved, protected, healed. And let's talk about the old negative conclusion now that you drew about yourself as that little one. What new healthy conclusion do you want for yourself? I am. And what new healthy behavior do you want to make for yourself now? Now bringing your hand to your heart center. I want you to feel your heart center now like a big, bright sunshine filled with love and light. Really allowing yourself now to feel the fullness of your heart, knowing that the source of this love is within you. It's not connected to an outside person, place, or thing. And I want you to let this unconditional love now flow all throughout your body, filling you up, every cell from head to toe. Let yourself really experience the healing power of this love flowing through you. You can even give it a color. And let it hold you, envelop you, heal you, support you. And know that whenever you want to connect with it, all you need to do is bring your hand to the center of your chest and you will feel it. And in a moment now, you're going to count from 1 up to 5. And you'll come back to the room feeling relaxed, refreshed, and safe. 1, the energy is flooding back into your body now. 2, feeling relaxed, refreshed, and safe. 3, with lots and lots of big, bright, golden energy. 4, feeling that unconditional love in your heart. And 5, open your eyes. Wide awake, relaxed, refreshed, and safe. I'm going to give you now a moment to come back into the room. And I'd like you to grab a pen and some paper and write down your new conclusions and your new behaviors. And these are going to be your affirmations for homework for the week. And the way to practice with these new affirmations is to say them to yourself in the morning when you wake up, at night before you go to bed. You can say them out loud. You can say them to yourself. You can write them down. Whatever feels good and works best for you. But I want you to write down these new conclusions and these new behaviors now. And these are your affirmations for the week to really anchor in this new energy that we just cultivated together. And when that's done, if someone just wants to let me know in the chat. The chat's a little button at the bottom of your video screen, and you can just tap in there. And also, if anyone has any questions, you can put those in the chat as well. And if not, I know we're always in that post-hypnotic state after. So just take good care of yourself, drink a lot of water, and really remembering that self-love is a spiritual practice, meaning that it's a moment-to-moment experience of understanding what you need and then giving it to yourself. So what do you need tonight, and what can you do to give it to yourself? And I'll leave you with that. I'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.